your advice to live a happy life?
This is my advice. The next can't say nothing that I went through because they don't know nothing that I went through. I am who I am, and I'm an NYC person. That's it. You can't judge me.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid, don't be ashamed, don't hesitate to say, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe.
Welcome to Hey Babe. Look at this. We don't have a song today. Sorry about that. We also don't have Sal. So instead, we were looking for a guest, and I said, you know who's going to be the guest? The Homelesspimp. You never thought, because, you know, there's always a thing when Sal is out or when any of the co-hosts are out, you're like, oh, who do we have to get to replace him? Can we get this comic or this actor or this? I said, you know what? We're not doing any of that. We're not doing any of that. We're getting Homelesspimp. We're getting, it's just like getting Joaquin Phoenix from the Joker. It's literally, instead of the Joker, we got the smoker. That's who it is. Homelesspimp, the smoker. First of all, the fans want to know, what's your real name?
Mike.
Because a lot of people don't know. Somebody came.
I'd rather Pimp.
Pimp.
Yeah.
Somebody came to my show last week. I forget where I was. In Montclair, New Jersey. Shout out to Wellmont Theater, excellent town, Montclair, New Jersey. High taxes, excellent town. And the girl was dressed as you.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
And then she gave me coffee from her family's coffee company.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Jasmine, and we were gonna drink it. But Jasmine's like, I don't know, because I believe the coffee company. She told me the coffee company, but she was like, but she gave it to us in a bag that was taped with Scotch tape. Oh. So Jazz is like, yeah, but how do you know that she doesn't want to poison you? And I was like, I don't think she does. And she's like, how do you know? I'm like, because I don't think she wants to poison me. I said, I think maybe she wants to poison Pimp.
Somebody should.
She's dressed as it. Now, would you drink random coffee?
I don't know.
In a Scotch tape bag?
Because the Hey Babe fans are sweet and the Chaos fans are sweet, maybe. But I don't. This is new to me. Famous people get food all the time from strangers, and
I'm going to drink the coffee. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to drink the coffee.
Well, you're going to drink the coffee, but did you search your kids' Halloween candy for fentanyl?
Well, no, because I only allowed my kids to have candy that was wrapped. But I have, my security camera. We had taken our kids to another neighborhood to trick or treat, and we had a bowl of candy out, just left it open like kind of a self-serve. And some group of teenagers came up, and we heard them on the camera. They looked through the candy. They go, this house fucking sucks. And I was like, good for those kids.
Oh my God.
But
has your house gotten toilet papered yet, or
no eggs,
okay.
dude. Kids are like, this Halloween it was on Monday. It's like there's no menace anymore. It's like now it's like instead of throwing eggs at, houses, they just like jump in front of a train or something. I'm like, dude, just egg my house and throw there's no reason to go trans and kill yourself.
Well, I've been trying to get one of the Subway surfers to come on the pod, like in a ski mask or something.
What goes through a person's head when they want to Subway surf? Like genuinely, what is it? Like is it like does the threat, like is there adrenaline rush in a near-death experience? Is that what it is?
I don't know. It's just a way to be gangster without hurting people besides yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But would you, if somebody came up like and gave you a bag of coffee like that was Scotch tape shut with it, but you know that their parents own a coffee place, would you be brewing the coffee and drinking it?
I have to say yes, but I'll also buy drugs from a stranger and be like, I hope this is.
Yeah.
I hope this is not.
I know. Jasmine was like, just give it to Sergio. She goes, I feel like he'll do it. And then I asked Sergio, we went to SUNY Binghamton yesterday. Oh, dude, I drove by the way, shout out to the kids in Binghamton. The kids were awesome. They made signs. The kids in SUNY Binghamton were dope. But it is funny, like I literally drove up there to SUNY Binghamton, got there 5 minutes before the show, ate college pizza while Sergio was on stage, did my show, got the check, and got right back in the car and drove home. It's like sometimes, like my life, I'm like driving up there. I'm like, I know it's good money. It's great to get out there, but I'm like, what am I doing? Like what? That wasn't. There was no art associated with that. It's like it was pretty much like I drove up to Binghamton, got to get a check, and then hung out with the kids for 20 minutes, ate the college pizza, and drove home.
But that's like a real job.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even when you're doing creative stuff, you just feels like a real job. Like, don't you think like NFL players and NBA players, to them it's a day job. To them, playing a game is the day job.
They're like flesh mechanics.
That's what it is.
They just have to do their little body stuff all the time. Otherwise, they suck, right?
Yeah, dude. And it was one of those things last night where I don't know if this has happened. Have you ever fallen asleep at the wheel?
Yeah.
Dude, I fully fell asleep at the wheel on I-95.
I've watched you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just was like, I cannot stay up. And Sergio, because I'm up, I mean, dude, Violet's the baby's been coughing like all night. Like she stays sleeping, but she's constantly coughing. And I'm like, there's no way this kid's...
How old's the baby now?
One. She's one. Well, she's like 15 months. So...
Interesting.
No,
And
she's
she can
16
fully
months,
talk and
17
stuff?
months.
She can fully talk now. Last time I...
She says yes. She'll go, yes. Or she'll go,
Nice.
Dad, or she'll say no. Or she'll say Jerry. She goes, Jerry. That she points at TT. Sometimes she'll say Jerry and point at me. I'm like, yeah, we're similar but different. Dude, TT Jerry, by the way, has said, if there's anybody out there, public service announcement, if there's anybody out there who is pregnant and it's like unwanted, he wants you to know, please don't get an abortion. He wants your baby. What? He wants to adopt your baby. TT Jerry wants a baby, and TT's asked that anybody who doesn't want their baby, that before you abort it or give it up for adoption, to give it to Jerry. Jerry's kids.
Interesting. Maybe we should do like a reverse dating show where anyone who wants to give Jerry their kids will come in.
Yeah.
And we'll see where they come from.
Right. Yeah, because, dude, I think... Because Jerry will be your mom and your dad at the same time. If Jerry was your parents, you'd probably have a good life. Jerry loves kids. She'll cook for you. Yeah. Dude, today I saw TT Jerry taking down an entire load of laundry in her right hand and my baby in her left hand. And I was like, if you fall, he's like, I'll never fall. She was like, if I fell down the stairs with Violet, I would I'd kill myself on the fall before I let even a scratch get on that baby. And I believe it.
I believe it.
No,
I believe it.
Jerry's ride or die with my fucking kids.
Well, every time I see a stabbing on the subway, I think that like Jerry has been on the other end of a stab.
Yeah.
You know, like
Jerry, I know he told me once, he goes, yo, being stabbed hurts. I was like, yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it felt good. And he's like, yeah, but you know, it's interesting. I just when he said that to me, I was like, wow, I'm gonna let the fans at the Hey Babe podcast know. And by the way, Sal's okay. Everything's okay with Sal. He just, now Impractical Jokers is filming again, so we're happy that's back. And there's TV commitments, but we are live right now from Homeless Pimp's apartment because we were walking today, and we were like, oh, what's the Hey Babe episode for tomorrow? And then me and Pimp were like, oh, we didn't record one. So we quickly, I was like, what kind of guest should we get? I was racking my brain, and I was like, you know who the guest is? Homeless Pimp. So why don't we undress Homeless Pimp right now with questions? So Pimp, okay, first of all, how old are you? Nobody knows anything about you.
I know. Everyone thinks I'm like 20. I'm 30.
30. Where are you from?
Queens, New York.
Okay. What is your biggest fear?
I don't know, becoming too rich and annoying.
That's a fear, to become rich and annoying.
Yeah, because I used to be a butler in the Hamptons, so I hate rich people.
Dude, you being a butler in the Hamptons do you think, like, what, did anybody ever, like, what's the worst mistreatment you got? You don't have to give a name, but, like, in a moment. Or you can give a name.
It's just like...
You control the edit.
It's just, like, super rich people just screaming at you over, like, the forks not matching.
But, like, legitimately, like, shit you see in a movie, like, screaming at the top of their lungs in your face that you're a piece of garbage.
Like, everyone's a prop to them. They're all very attracted to their kids. Like, a rich dude's always like, isn't my daughter so hot?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. What do you want?
So, like, when Trump did it, you were like, oh, I've seen that behavior before.
Oh, no. That's a rich guy thing.
Trump, yeah.
Yeah.
So they would act like, it's like Trump stuff.
Yeah. People are mad at Trump. I'm like, no, Trump is every rich dude. And
yeah, he just happened to get elected.
Yeah. If you're over $10 million in net, like, worth, there's something going on.
Yeah, you almost have to get that rich. You almost have to kind of like, there's a throat or two you had to cut to get there. Yeah. You don't just get there.
Yeah. That's why it's hilarious to hear Kanye complain. I'm like,
You
destroyed everyone in your fucking path, dude.
You think Kanye will ever come back, or you think it's over?
I think it's over. I mean,
would you buy Yeezys right now if at half the price?
Only to like throw them in a dumpster fire or film some kind of stupid bit, you know.
But here's my question. Okay, so
I have his player over there. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this thing?
Remember I bought that dumb player? Yeah, it looked like it was flesh color.
Yeah, it's like
right?
a little fleshlight, and now it's just sitting here, and I'm like, oh, now I have anti-Semitic art.
Isn't it? Isn't it wild though that like literally 2 weeks ago everything was as fine as it could be in Kanye's life,
Bro, he's a billionaire.
And now he said he's lost billionaire status, but I don't know.
He's worth $400 million right now.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, but how many properties? How much maintenance? Like $400 million goes quick when you own.
Kanye as well. It's one of those things where it's like this interesting debate with Kanye where you're like, okay, I get it. He should not be saying what he's saying. It's horrible what he said. Obviously. Nobody agrees with that anti-Semitic bullshit. We ain't about that life on Hey Babe. But on the other hand, you're like, well, you're saying that he's a danger. His words galvanize people to, violence against Jews. It's like, well, don't all TV shows on Netflix that have AK-47s blowing people's heads off do the same thing? Doesn't The Dictator's Playbook on Netflix do the same thing? Doesn't Jeffrey Dahmer do the same thing? Doesn't it all do that? Aren't we all just responsible for how we act? Like, I'm just like, at some point that argument to me is like, well, what about like you just take ownership of your own thoughts and be like, I can see that this man is mentally unwell and what he's saying is horrible, but I don't agree with it at all. But that doesn't mean if I do something negative to someone, I can get to blame it on him.
Yeah.
Or get to blame it on anyone.
I think nobody can tell him no. Nobody can say you're stupid.
Can't
so
tell
we all
me
do
nothing.
we have to do this shit because
right.
We have to put him in timeout. He's never been put in timeout.
If he gets back with Kim Kardashian, that would be wild.
He's going to lose his kids. There's no way the judge is going to be like, no, yeah, he can have the weekend.
Should I send the girls to Donda Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we just enroll secretly and film it?
No, well, it's closed. They closed it down.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
They're done.
He's done, man.
Well, I mean, dude, it's one of those things where life happens. And here on Hey Babe, we roll with the punches, folks, okay? Pimp and I just had a beautiful meal. Pimp took me out to lunch. He got me like upper class Chipotle. It's called Cava. He was like, it's this great Mexican place. It's my treat. And then he literally took me to fucking Chipotle that had sparkling seltzer waters and like honey chicken. But it was Chipotle. But dude, I got to tell you, bro, that was good, man.
Yeah, I took you to the homeless Soho house.
Dude, you took me to the homeless Soho house or like the nice Chipotle. Have you ever taken a girl on a date there and been like it's upper class Chipotle?
No. I mean, I just go to Stone Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go Stone Street's the best.
Just get hammered on Stone Street.
So what about your sex life? Are you private with it? Or do you want to spill some shit?
I mean,
is there tea?
I told you on Chrissy Chaos I had sex in Stupid DeRosa's hot dog costume.
How great is that? The hot dog costume that you guys saw on Taste Buds with Joe DeRosa and Sal, and also if you live in the New York area, if you saw me co-host Fox 5 with Rosanna Scotto, Good Day, Fox 5 with Rosanna Scotto, you saw the same hot dog costume that homeless pimp had sex with his girlfriend on Halloween night. It's Halloweeny, and what better time to open yourself up to the unexplained and connect to your angels or demons for guidance and direction.
I know. This morning we have the person just for you, a psychic medium. Start with Chris first.
Do me.
Sure.
My therapist says I'm very hard to read. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see what you could do.
All right, so let's see. What energy wants to give you?
I want Latina energy.
Ooh, so
that's what I have. That's what I'm
you know
channeling.
what? So this is these are oracle cards. So what it is your angel spirits are coming through to tell me that you need to connect with some of your past life guides. So
past life guides.
So basically right now you were probably going through some karmic lesson in your life where you're finally now learning from it.
I am sleeping in a Ramada.
And that's
got thrown out last week. That's true.
But just know, have some patience because there's some big opportunity coming your way and you'll be signing a contract with that.
What?
Whoa!
What?
Look at that! I'm going to be the new co-host with Rosanna.
All right, Pierre, give me.
Because I had said, this thing doesn't smell good. And Pimp was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you why. And by the way, inside info, just podcast war info, DeRosa was furious that I wore that hot dog costume because guess what? Taste Buds came out Monday at 11 a.m. and Good Day New York on Fox 5 came out at 9 a.m. So I beat him by an hour in his own hot dog costume, you fucking pig.
And then I put Ian Fidance in it, and we did the Halloween parade, and there'll be
Yeah,
a
and then we
video
put
of
Ian
that.
Fidance in it. That hot dog costume, we should give the fans a chance to win that goddamn hot dog costume. What would you do to have that hot dog costume? It's been worn by me, DeRosa. It's got Pimp's jizz in it, and Ian Fidance. It smokes cigarettes on it.
Miss, you two are dressed up for Halloween. You look like Superwoman is the power of bringing up an argument from 5 weeks ago. How do you feel?
Wonder Woman.
Who gives a shit? The worst Halloween I ever had. I think I've had pretty good Halloweens. I haven't dressed up in years. This is the first time I've dressed up in years. Every time I have a girlfriend, they want to dress in like a dual costume thing, and I'm like, no, that's dumb. And then the night of, I'm like, I wish I was more connected with my partner. Sir, what are you sorry for?
I'm a formal apology.
That's the best costume I've seen all night. For Halloween, you two are dressed up as the scariest costume of all. Couple with too much PDA.
Yeah, sure, I'd be on.
They're haunting bars and restaurants everywhere we go.
So what do you think? I mean, what could people do? What should we ask? I mean, have people send in what? Like, should we see? How about this? If you'd like that hot dog costume, send us a video and tag at HeyBayPod on Instagram. What's our Twitter? HeyBayPod as well?
HeyBayPod, yeah.
Tag at HeyBayPod on Twitter and Instagram of you putting a hot dog as far back in your mouth as you possibly can. And it's got, by the way, it has to be a ballpark Frank hot dog. Like it can't be a Vienna sausage. Do that and tag us in it, and we'll send that hot dog costume to whoever, whatever guy, girl, or they be, can get it back the furthest.
Oh, that's a good thing. That's a fun contest for the fans.
That's it. We'll retweet them. It'll be good. Have your kids do it. Why the hell not? All right, brand new hour of stand-up material. Toronto, I'll be there November 17th to the 18th. Buffalo, November 19th. Then we got New Year's Eve, baby. We got Huntington, Paramount, Long Island. Get your New Year's Eve tickets. I'll be there at 2 shows in Long Island. They're almost sold out. December 15th, Charlotte. 16th, Asheville, North Carolina. December 17th, Charleston, South Carolina. And then in January, we're in Dallas, Houston, and New Orleans. ChrisDComedy.com for Tiki Wikis. Brand new hour of stand-up material. I'm very proud of it. Ask your friends. Bring your friends. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Big announcement. First of all, the IJ tour is going on right now. The pre-sale is going on right now, and they go on sale Friday morning, which is tomorrow morning, and the pre-sale code is IJ Drive. We're coming to a ton of cities, so go to impracticaljokerslive.com for tickets, and then come see your boy. October 28th, I'm in Richmond, Virginia. October 29th, 2 in Hershey in Pennsylvania, and then the following weekend, we got Knoxville, November 11th, 2 in Atlanta on November 12th, and Alabama, Birmingham, November 13th. Everything on sale right now at salvulcanocomedy.com. I'll see you there.
Dude, Vladimir Putin has cancer.
Yeah.
That's Vladimir Putin of Russia has cancer, has Parkinson's. And Pimp, I believe you called it months ago that he's sick, or that you had heard that he was sick. Because Pimp works for Russia.
I wish. I mean, this whole part of Putin's life feels like, you know, when an actor, when Bill Murray's in Lost in Translation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it feels like he's in his golden years where he's a few more parts to be artsy before he drops.
Dude, by the way, speaking of movies and TV shows, I know I went wild for The Watcher last couple of weeks. I have a new show.
Oh, no.
Dude, The Patient with Steve Carell.
Yeah, Sal told you about it.
Bro, Sal told me about this. And if you are looking for a show, it's on Hulu. Steve Carell, The Patient. I've been calling it The Therapist, but it's called The Patient. Dude, The Patient is dope. All I'll tell you is it opens up with Steve Carell chained to the floor, and then it gets nuts. And it's one of those things, 95% of the show takes place in one room, but you are on the edge of your seat every episode, and it's one of those shows where every time it ends, I'm like, all right, we can only watch one. I got to get to the gym. I got to take the kids or whatever. And then when it ends, I'm like, we got to watch one more. Dude, I've missed taking my daughter Delilah off the bus twice because, and she's literally, some 7th grader had to walk up to her house and ring the bell and like, you didn't pick up your kid from the bus stop. I'm like, yeah, well, Steve Carell might get out. I'm watching Steve Carell is a great actor, and I've decided right here on the Hey Babe podcast that I am the next Steve Carell. And I'm going to take acting classes. I'm going to get on the Daily Show. I'm going to follow Steve Carell's footsteps. Because you know Steve Carell didn't even really get in anything till he was like almost 40.
Yeah,
like Steve Carell was like older. He wasn't a young blood.
It's just the training. You have everything else. You get that training, it's over.
I should do it, right?
Why not? Chris Pratt blows up.
Yeah. Fuck Chris Pratt.
Yeah, let's fight him. That's a good match.
Dude, I want to fight Chris Pratt.
That's fun.
Chris Pratt, all these movie stars, dude, they will beat the shit out of me, beat the shit out of you. They'll beat the shit out of everybody. Dude, what I want to do, I think I got a sleep test coming up. And I'm almost hoping that I have sleep apnea so Sal and I can do an episode with our apnea masks on. How great would that be?
That would be amazing.
To literally do a Hey Babe with sleep apnea masks on.
That'd be amazing.
Have you ever seen one?
I've seen comics post them in the hotel, like Stav in the hotel with it.
If you, like a girl, was like a beautiful girl, like you guys were about to hook up, whatever, and then she threw on the sleep apnea mask, would that deter you or would that make it more fun?
Yeah, that's fun. It's like Darth Vader. I like that. Why not?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like it too, man. I'm kind of hoping that I have it. Jasmine says I do. She's like, you snore so loud and then you don't breathe for about 3 minutes. I'm like, do you try to wake me up? She's like, no, because I can sleep when you're not breathing. I was like, great.
That's her wet dream.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like you know, these last couple of weeks, I've been like having like these moments where like I don't know what it is with the pandemic. Maybe it was the pandemic where I felt like kind of life was over for a long time, and it was subconscious. Like I kind of felt like this is the end. Like I'm at the end of my life. Like I don't know why I feel that way, even though I'm only in my 30s. I think it was like the subconscious feeling like this is it. Like we're kind of like it's now or never. Like nothing's gonna get better. And now it's starting to clear. All that brain stuff is starting to clear. Where now I'm like, oh no, like there's a good chance like we all have like another 40, 50 years of life. Like life's just beginning. Is what it feels like now. Did you feel? You know what I'm talking about? Like that fog of like everything's done.
Yeah,
Isn't that like lifted?
It felt like being in a tunnel. Yeah.
Don't you
now
feel?
It just feels like, you know, everything's open. People are back, but people are having full mental breakdowns because they're not in shape to compete anymore with each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Watch your head.
Ah,
oh yeah.
That's why it's like.
Nice.
But that's why it's like weird, is because everyone's snapping because they lost their place.
Yeah, and it almost feels like now, like I went to the gym today on Staten Island, and I went at 9:30 a.m. and it was packed like it was a Saturday afternoon because people are working, but nobody's at a location. Nobody has to be in work, right? Like, do you feel when you're commuting at 8:30 a.m. in the city, it's
packed?
Oh, it's packed. So people are going to an office. It's just not Staten Island.
I don't know. I'm commuting to Staten Island. It's pretty packed on that dumb ferry.
Really?
Yeah.
In the morning. Maybe it's just in the gyms in Staten Island, just because all those guys live with their mom.
Yeah.
And they're like, they never had jobs. Dude, I would, if we ever got a nuclear attack, and I was the president, I would put all the troops to defend Staten Island. I think either you have Staten Island or you don't have a country.
I agree.
Staten Island is one of the first places an enemy would see. It's one of the first places they try to conquer if they took over the eastern seaboard. You'd have to get Staten Island, and we're not going to let you.
When I'm high, I like to imagine that the Bronx and Staten Island are flipped.
What do you mean? So like all the like
imagine you just teleport all the Bronx as it is now to Staten Island, and all of Staten Island to the Bronx.
To the Bronx. That'd be hilarious.
The city would be the weirdest.
Yeah, man. Staten Island is one of those boroughs where it's becoming now like the new spot because people can't live anywhere anymore. So people are just starting to be like, well, I guess I got to get on a boat to go to afford an apartment now.
It's a weird thing, and then everyone's like fleeing from the city, and
you'll never leave though, right?
Well, I mean, as long as there's gigs here, yeah. Where am I gonna go? Where would you go? Really?
There's
like
nowhere
you
to go.
see that guy Casey, whatever his name is, Neistat on YouTube.
No, who's that?
Some famous YouTuber. The fans will know him. And he moved away from New York saying it's over. And then, of course, comes right back because he's like, the content's great here.
Yeah.
It's like, where are you going to go where you can go outside and see a weird...
Could anybody convince you to not, like, to leave New York to, like, go work? And like, if somebody from, like, Paris was like, I want you to do content for me here, I'll give you 10 times the money. Could you do it?
I mean, it depends how old I am, you know? I don't know. I have friends, like, one of my friends just moved to Amsterdam with his family and started a diner.
Really?
And it's chilling.
Like, he moved with, like, his wife and kids?
Yeah, from Midtown. Yeah.
Just decided to go.
He was just like, fuck it. What's going on here anyway?
And he's loving it.
Yeah, dude. They're like wealthy in Amsterdam. I'm like, what do you do in Amsterdam?
Dude, that actually sounds... Should we do the podcast from Amsterdam?
I'm going to go visit him.
When?
I want to get a diner burger in Amsterdam. I don't know, probably in like 6 months.
Dude, I haven't had a good burger in a long time.
Last night I went out to the spot in Soho, that one famous bar.
What's that?
Remember that kid that was going around on Halloween dressed as a Nazi?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that kid dressed as a Nazi?
He went to that famous bar. I was there like yesterday, but how crazy is that? He's dressed as a Nazi in Soho.
What bar was that?
It's right in the middle of Soho.
But right by our new Chrissy Chaos podcast studio?
Frenelli's?
Oh, yeah. And they have dope burgers in there?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I like getting hammered in there. It's fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because there's like rich fuckers in there too, right? Or like
it's interesting. You'll see like A$AP Rocky walk down the street.
Yeah.
You'll see. I mean, that's where I photographed Joe Jonas.
That's where I think our new podcast studio is.
Yeah, that's where we're moving.
It's like not in that. It's like in that area.
Yeah. We
somewhere.
actually
you'll never find it.
We were just looking at studios and it was hilarious. Chris was getting tortured by this fucking guy.
Dude, this guy comes up to me, the real estate agent. He's like, who are you? Are you supposed to be somebody I know? And I was like, no, not. I mean, you listen to podcasts. Then he was like asking us all these questions. He was like, do you know Andrew Schultz? Do you know, who else did he say he knew? Do you know Ryan Long? Then he's like, all these things. He's like, do you know this guy? Do you know that guy? He's like, am I supposed to know who you are? Then he goes, hey, is your friend with the beard talking about Homeless Pimp? He's like, is he famous too? I was like, buddy, nobody's going to rent an apartment from you if you keep acting like this. Just shut up.
Yeah, he was awful, dude. And he had this little dog. He had the awful.
Oh my God, that little dog. Even though I love animals, I was just hoping that little dog's tail got stuck in the elevator door. just to shut this guy up. God, I mean, but you know, whatever. I
like the real estate agent. He was a cool dude.
Yeah, real estate. So the real estate agent, how wild is this? We were downtown Manhattan like 3 months ago. I was walking. Colin Quinn, great comic, is a good friend of mine. We have, something once in a while we go out for breakfast. And Colin Quinn was actually supposed to fill in today for Sal. When we realized all this, and he had committed and said yes, and then immediately said no because he has to go rehearse for his new one-man show.
God, what's it about now? Damn it!
Yeah, I it's like Colin. What? Yeah, what else are we doing? What else can you do? You did all the things, and so he 3 months ago, it's me and Colin Quinn. We're walking around. And I'm saying, I want to kind of stop doing my podcast on Staten Island. I want to go to the city. And he's like, it's a stupid idea. Stay on Staten Island. I was like, I want to go to the city. And he goes, you'll never find a place in the city. And then literally we get stopped by this guy, Connor. He goes, oh, I know you. Know you guys. And he points to the both of us. And Colin was like, really? He goes, who am I? And Connor was like, I think my dad knows who you are. And then Colin was like, you piece of shit. And then Colin goes, what do you do? And Connor's like, I'm a real estate agent. And he goes, oh, really? He goes, do you show commercial space? He's like, that's what I specialize in. And then Colin was like, all right, it's a sign. And so we've been using him to do, Connor to rent out spaces. So, and we think we found one. And it's dope, man. It's dope. I'm a little scared though because I always was like, I do the podcast from Staten Island, I do it from home. But now it's like to leave the island weekly. It's like you're gonna see that the quality is gonna come up though. What my father always says, what you put into it is what you get out of it. Well, baby, we're putting stuff into it. And I think Sal's gonna like it too. Maybe we'll do Hey Babe from there. Hope
I think we should. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. I think one day we should, on Hey Babe, we should out of nowhere, like not tell him, just like literally like start the episode and then out of nowhere just have people run out from all corners of the apartment and just start tickling Sal. Like, just tickle him, like, hold him down and tickle the shit out of him, and it doesn't matter if he gets mad, like, we just do it.
We should just release a bunch of cats in the studio.
Yeah, and then, like, wait till his face pops up and just zoom in and out on his face.
Man, this news cycle.
What do we got?
It's
What
just
happened?
so boring. Everyone's just attacking politics.
Yeah, the midterms next week in whatever state you're in, and if you're not from this country, you know, if you're listening from abroad, the big midterms are happening next week in this country. There's a lot of, you know, political races that are very, very, very close. Like, you know, states that were notoriously Republican to go Democrat, Democrat go Republican, vice versa. And you know, I think that the main issue is probably crime in the economy, right?
Yeah.
And that's all people care about.
You can't help the economy at this point. What can you really do?
The economy's fucked. Crime is the big thing. So, but I don't know, you know, even crime, it's like, how do you help? Because it's like, we have a mental health issue. So it's like, whether you're Republican, Democrat, this, that, it's like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a scary time, especially in New York. You kind of, I just now, anyone who looks like they're going to hit me, I just give them a couple bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, wait. Tim Dillon just called me.
Let's see what he's doing.
No, I don't think I can pick up because he's called me twice in a row. So, I don't think
Do you want to pause?
No.
Okay.
We can't because I'm running out of time already. Oh, dude, I forgot. I have to do fucking Fox Nation. Fox Nation wants me to come on their show on Friday, but
isn't that Fox's Patreon?
Huh?
Fox Nation is Fox's like premium.
Is it their Patreon?
It's their premium.
No, or is it called One Nation?
Okay.
It's called.
Okay,
What's
I'm
One
not sure.
Nation? What is that?
I just heard Fox is like a premium thing now. Everyone has a fucking streaming.
Everybody's streaming.
I don't get it. It's all just Patreons. Like
I know, and on Hey Babe, we waited to do a Patreon, and now I guess, you know, everybody's doing it. So we should do something else. DoorDash, baby. You know we love it here at Hey Babe. When you got back-to-back meetings, errands to run, whatever you're doing, DoorDash comes in and saves the day. I use it pretty much every day. I'm being genuinely honest. I think I use DoorDash every day, or at least 5 days a week. I'm using DoorDash. You can get groceries. You can get, food from your favorite restaurants, all national chains like Popeyes, Chipotle, Cheesecake Factory, all DoorDash, drinks, snacks, other household items in under 1 hour. Every time you place an order for pickup or delivery, you're setting off a chain reaction. It helps give back to the people and make your neighborhood unique. So it's good, support small businesses, stores and restaurants, to the Dashers driving around. Each purchase provides a new opportunity to everyone involved, because with DoorDash, there's a neighborhood of good in every order. I'm telling you, for a limited time only, our listeners can get 50% off. So you're already going to use DoorDash. Now why not get 50% off up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app and enter code HeyBabe22. That's 50% off up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code HeyBabe22. Don't forget, that's code HeyBabe, HeyBabe 22 for 50% off up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees with DoorDash. Subject to change. Terms apply. Mint Mobile, baby. If Ryan Reynolds is in, so am I. I love Mint Mobile. I'm telling you. So Mint Mobile, what it is, it's a phone service. It's a premium wireless service, I should say, starting at just $15 a month. I thought, what's the catch? But after speaking with them and using their service, which I have, and they gave it to Pimp as well, it all made sense. There isn't a catch, folks. Mint Mobile's secret sauce is that they're the first company to sell wireless service online only. That's what it is, okay? No brick and mortar. It's all online. By cutting out the retail stores, there's no crazy overhead costs that get passed down to you in the form of mystery fees. Mint Mobile is awesome. I'm telling you, the quality's good, the price is good, and we just pass on sweet savings to you. And you can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same phone number along with all your existing contacts. All plans come with unlimited talk and text plus high-speed data delivered on on the nation's largest 5G network. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. And if you're not 100% satisfied, guess what? Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. You genuinely have nothing to lose, okay? The only thing you're going to lose is not paying more money for a phone because Mint Mobile costs less, and it's even better. Switch to Mint Mobile and get premium wireless service starting at just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/heybabe. That's mintmobile.com/heybabe. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/heybabe. I kind of like doing Hey Babe from here. I just want to do it from here. This is in Pimp's apartment, dude. Pimp's got a great apartment. Pimp's got one of those apartments where you have to take the elevator and then walk upstairs after the elevator.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. Like, this is not supposed to be an apartment. It's just you knew somebody and they were like, we have this room, but this is dope, dude.
This is an office.
So somebody did
This
office.
was an office, this whole floor.
I wonder what business was here.
I assume something with Wall Street. I'm not sure.
Do you feel this apartment's haunted? Do you think there's some shit in here?
No, man, it's been cool as hell. I've enjoyed it. The only thing that sucks is when you open the windows during October, the bees come in. I had like a swarm of bees in here. It was crazy.
Really?
It was crazy.
Yeah, you can't put screens up.
Yeah, I think I was editing Chaos, and all of a sudden I looked around and there's wasps all over the house.
Do you mind now? If you guys can't see, but what he adds is a small apartment, but cute, nice feng shui. But then he's got a loft bed, but it's a high loft. Like, that was not made to be a bedroom.
No, it's like a weird 2-floor thing. Yeah, I like to have the bed out of the way.
But do you ever get annoyed that you have to climb a fire escape to get to bed? Or it doesn't bother you?
It doesn't bother me, yeah.
And is there a TV up there, or is there just the bed?
No, I don't watch TV in bed.
So it's just the bed?
No.
In the middle of the night when you have to piss, are you just like, fuck it, I got to come down the stairs?
If I'm really have to piss that bed, yeah.
But have there been times that you've just like, have you just pissed the bed so you don't have to come down the stairs?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, why the hell not?
Yeah. I mean, the funnest part of the apartment is my uncle made a sculpture out of toilet paper rolls.
Oh, my God.
And he said that was my gift for the house here.
Yeah, he literally, oh, wow. That's out of toilet paper rolls. Is this the one who's deaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A deaf guy made that art, yeah.
And then there's sand in the bottle underneath.
Yeah,
Is that supposed to be like shit?
He filled up a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee filled with sand from my favorite beach. I think my uncle's gay.
Dude, your uncle's gay, but your uncle's a gay deaf guy, but he's thoughtful, man.
How thoughtful is
Sand
that?
from your favorite beach, and then he just painted toilet paper.
Chris, you have some performances coming up, right?
Yes, I'll be in New Year's Eve, the Paramount in Huntington, Long Island. The only chance to see me other than OnlyFans. So, which I do in this costume.
Yeah, I see. The thing is with me with gifts is I just, and I know it's bad, but I typically just try to throw money at it. Like I'm just like, let me just buy you a nice piece of jewelry or whatever. But I know it's the thought that counts. I know it's about being thoughtful. But the problem is I don't have any thoughts.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem is I don't know what to do. So I'm like, how about a gift card? If you got me a gift card as a gift, I would appreciate it. I don't need gifts from you ever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you to say happy birthday. I don't need a Christmas gift. It would be easier. The life would be easier if we didn't have to buy people presents. The most stressful time of the year is having to buy everyone Christmas gifts for no reason.
I hate it.
I don't want them. Buy the children the gifts. I want my children to get gifts. It means something to them. I get it. But an adult getting a Christmas gift, fuck you.
Yep.
I hate that we have to do it. I don't want one. You should want one. The children, fine. If you're a child or an adult with, autism or Down syndrome, I'll buy you a gift. If you're a special needs adult or a child, you'll get a gift from me. That's what it is.
It is exhausting. And people are shitty about a bad gift.
They're
you ever
shitty
have
about
someone
a
get
gift.
real shitty to you?
Yeah, and like even sometimes like my mom will get mad at me if I don't get her a good Christmas gift. I'm like, Mom, first of all, you're the parent. You're supposed to be getting me things. Like, I can understand you as a parent getting, like, I'll get my kids stuff until they're in their 80s. Like, I'll get them gifts.
You might have to the way.
Dude, is there anybody who's 80 years old whose mom and dad are still alive? Like, could you imagine being 80 years old and you're still somebody's kid? That has to be people in the world that,
maybe,
like, they had their kid at like 15 and now they're 95.
Yeah.
Like who's the oldest person that still has both their parents alive?
Interesting.
Like, right?
Google that.
Like, that's like a wild thing. Because sometimes you'll be like, it's like you'll see somebody in like their mid-60s, they'll be like, oh, I'm going to my dad's house. I'm like, wait, what? You're a senior citizen. Why is your mom and dad, what are you talking about? You know?
Oldest person alive with parents.
Oldest person alive whose parents are still alive. That's what I want to know. Oh God, I don't want to do this. Should I?
What do you have to do? You're going
to go do One Nation in the middle of. It's like in the middle of fucking. It's on like 48th Street and 6th Avenue. Like, there's a part. It's not even about what Fox News. I don't care about that because I'm just doing my own comedy. It's just like, is it worth it? Is any of this shit actually worth it? To like have to get in the car, do the thing, like
worth it once it's over. Yeah. I don't know about that show. I've never heard of that show.
It's a big show. I mean, Fox, it's big, but it's like
it says here Harlan Fairweather still has one parent alive, and he's 97.
He's 97. How old's the parent?
97. I don't know. It just says list of oldest people with one parent living.
Yeah, right to the show, right in the YouTube comments. How old are you? Who's the oldest person with that have parents still alive that you know? It's a
weird one.
It's an interesting thing to I mean, like I'm trying to think about like my mom and dad lost their parents when they were young.
Let's do it. It's a party. I'm a hot dog. I want to be, as a hot dog comic, I want to come up with like hot dog catchphrases, you know? Like after every joke, I'll be like, put a bun on it. Okay, so,
One more time for Ian dress up as a hot dog for you people. On Halloween.
It worked. Did you see my catchphrase? Put a bun on it. They didn't like it, but rule of threes. I did it a second time, they loved it. At the third time, they didn't like it again. Put a bun on it.
We got dude, you know what I was thinking about the other day? You know who's going to make a movie probably? Kanye and Mel Gibson.
Well, Kanye's working with Andrew Tate now, so who the
Doesn't Andrew Tate live in Romania?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't even understand that person either.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know what's going on. I kind of just, dude, I'm telling you, just sit back and watch The Patient, and all your problems will be. Watch The Patient, watch The Watcher, and then I heard about a movie called Barbarian.
Barbarian's good.
You saw it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was great.
On HBO, or did you go to the theaters?
No, on HBO.
Justin Long, right?
Yeah.
Sal told me do not Google anything about it. Yeah. Don't know a thing about it. It ain't Justin Long doing comedy, I heard.
It made me laugh. I mean, you have a dark sense of humor. You might laugh.
But it is. Would you say like a dope, like one of like the best movies?
Yeah, that came out recently.
But it's also a horror movie, I heard.
For me, as I was watching it, as a director, I was like, this had to be under $2 million. This is the best way to make money. They printed money on the movie. There's one location, two stars.
So the whole movie takes place in one room again?
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
And is it horror or is it suspense or is it both?
It's both. It's not like scare the shit out of you. It's not like that other movie people are like getting hospitalized from.
Which one?
The one that's unrated. I forget the name of it.
Well, we got to watch it. Can I watch a movie like Barbarian with Delilah, who likes horror movies?
I think you could.
Yeah? All right.
There's one naked lady in it, but that's
all right. But she's seen tits.
Yeah,
she's seen her mother's tits.
This is quality tits. There's some fun tit stuff. Yeah.
Tits are right. I want you to. I know we don't curse much on Hey Babe Pod, but we are all adults here. What's a worse word? And I want you to write in the YouTube comments. What word do you think is worse? Is tit? Like what word is like skeevy more? You think tits or pussy?
I think
what's skeevier?
I think the worst one's vaginal mesh.
Vaginal mesh is gross. I think the most cringe word of all time is feet. It's a tie between feet and phlegm. Oh.
Phlegm is weird.
Feet and phlegm are disgusting words. I want them to be canceled. Feet and phlegm.
What about bile?
Bile's disgusting, but bile doesn't bother me as much as feet and phlegm. Ugh. Disgusting.
God. So what do you have to do the rest of the week? You're doing your Vice show?
Dude, so yeah, well, that's not out yet. I'm going to start filming the Vice show in December. What do I got to do this week? Oh, dude, I'm going to my 20-year high school reunion on Saturday.
Nice.
I have to pay $200.
Nice.
And then my boy, who I went to high school with, is like, "Yo, dude, we should bring beers into the event." I was like, "We will get thrown out." He was like, He was like, "Oh, I want to take my wife around and show her all the places I used to sneak in and jerk off to jerk off, and I was like, I'm sure she'll love that.
You have the best friend.
I know my boy was like, dude, he was like, I was looking through the yearbook. He was like 10 of our classmates are dead. I was like, that's what happens, man. It's about 20 years later.
Yeah, I mean, do you have any bits? Like, what are you going to say? Are you going into this? What's your strategy?
Well, no, they asked me, the high school reached out, and they were like, would you like to do a comedy skit? I was like, absolutely fucking not. Okay? No way. Are you going to go to your 20-year high school reunion? Do you guys go to, like, are reunions a thing you would consider?
I think it's for normal people, but my high school is all, like, everyone's doing heroin.
Right.
Most of my high school class died.
Right.
And it's all boys' school, so what am I going to go see? Some dudes?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I go into an all-boys school, too, so it's like everyone's bringing their girlfriends. And even Jasmine's like, you're a loser for going. I was like, you're my +1. She was like, what do you want me to wear? I was like, I want you to look hot. I want all the teachers to see you and then just be fucking mad. I want you to just look hot.
I don't know. Like, it sounds awful to me. Are you looking forward to seeing everyone? I feel like you had no problems with anybody, though.
No. I think, like, I was one of those people where, but dude, you know who I hope shows up is it's a story there. The guy who, the Cannibal cop. You heard that he went to my high school, dude. So everyone's hoping that he shows up.
What would you even say to him?
Are you hungry? I would put ketchup on my arm and be like, dude.
You show up in the hot dog outfit?
Yo, my. Yeah, dude. No, I really hope the Cannibal cop shows up.
That's fun.
And then I got another friend who went to my school. He's like he was like a professional like boxer, and now he's not. So it'd be nice to see him, like see if he has like brain damage.
Oh, fun.
And then I got like Patty Finnegan, Patty Fly Balls will be there. He's ready to go. He's already pre-gaming.
He's gonna
yeah, dude. He's already. He said he was like, dude, I'm legitimately already fucking ready to go. So
yeah, what'd you think about Elon's going to charge $8 a month for you to keep your blue check mark?
I think Elon Musk charging $8 a month to keep people verified on Twitter is a great thing. I want him to charge money for Twitter and all social media. I want him to charge $15 a month just to have a Twitter account because that will weed everybody out. I want you to have to pay to have that service because then it'll become a better platform. You'll get all the trolls out. Like, pay to play. That's what I like it.
It was a hilarious move to make, because without the blue check mark now, it's going to be kind of punk rock. Why would I need the blue check mark?
Yeah, I don't need it.
I come from that school of thought where it's like, if I need the blue check mark, then I'm too big to begin with.
I don't even think I really have the blue. I have the blue check mark, but I didn't like campaign. Like I got Twitter. Because when I got on Guy Code, Twitter was kind of like a new thing. So it was like a pilot. Like they just gave us blue check marks. Like now it's like a thing, right? To get verified is like a thing.
Well, I remember when I was younger, it was such a big deal. And all the young comics were trying so hard. And it meant so much. And now it's like, guys, even if you have a blue check mark, you're still to like 3,500 people. Like it's still.
Yeah, there's like, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, I guess it doesn't mean anything, but I don't know. Social media, dude, I think you and I were discussing this. Like you read an article where in 3 to 5 years, they think like the youth, like social media will begin to phase out because the youth doesn't care about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. And, last night I was at some event with like high-end production people, and they talked about how they used to Photoshop the Victoria's Secret photo shoots. And they're like, we would rebuild the women. We had like body parts we could drag in and out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so this has all been Snapchat. All of this, we deserve all of it.
There's
really.
nothing new, man. It's always the same. It's always the same. Just different points in technology, different history. Our brains haven't really adapted much from 500 years ago. We're still thinking the same. Like, do you ever think about that? Like everybody was like out. Like everybody was horny. Everybody was hungry. Everybody wanted to be the biggest star in the world. 300 years ago, it's just they had different avenues to get there. Just like 300 years from now, they'll have different avenues to get there. But like the concept of like how our brain is mapped, that doesn't change in 300-400 years. Like, like it's just what it is, man.
Weird, but what it responds to does. It's such a weird.
Yeah, I think, now we're just living in a very, like, open time where, like, everyone's free to... So I think people might have been weirder back in the day because they had to suppress a lot of stuff. And when you suppress stuff, your brain starts to compensate in different ways. So that's why there was more wild stuff back then because now everything's... It's kind of like... It kind of sucks, this world where, like, you're free to do whatever you want because it's like... It like, stifles creativity. It's like, for me, it's like people are creative when you got to put them in a box. Yeah. And then they got to wiggle out of it. But it's like... When it's like, hey, you're free to do what you want, it's like, it's kind of boring. Like, I don't know, dude.
It's weird, yeah.
Like, have some rules. Like Like, make it like where it's like a uniform society and everybody has to act the same way, but there's going to be one motherfucker that is different. Where now everybody's different. It's kind of like, even different is kind of like normal now.
Yeah.
This difference not different.
There's no like punk
There's
rock.
so many different people.
I don't know where it becomes. I think it's just going to be, I don't know, Jack Dorsey, what's he working on? What is this
Yeah,
new...
Jack Dorsey's like, I'm starting my own Twitter, my own social media. It's like, good luck. Who cares?
I mean, I think after OnlyFans, what can you do that's more original?
I want to start doing this podcast on OnlyFans.
I still think we should have...
Not having a Patreon, we have an OnlyFans. We have an OnlyFans. It's not Patreon, it's an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's what we have here at Hey Babe.
I love
Why
that.
not be different? That's being different.
Yeah.
We have an OnlyFans.
I'm sure they give us a deal.
Do you think we can get Sal, like we'll do, I'll have no shirt on and Sal will have no pants on. What do you think?
What we should do is have actors stand in front of a green screen and then just green screen your guys' heads on like the most ripped naked bodies.
I think that's the move. Hey Babe on OnlyFans. What do you guys think in the comment section? Hey Babe on OnlyFans. Now, Pimp, you're the girl you're with is Latina.
Yes, Puerto Rican.
So you're becoming me.
I know. Look,
You
I have a little flag over there.
Look, you got a little Puerto Rican flag and a banana. You tried so hard not to become me, and now, do you guys want kids?
I mean,
Would
yeah.
you have a kid if you got her
Yeah.
pregnant right now? Would you keep the child?
I mean, yeah.
You would?
Yeah, but I'm not in a rush to have a kid. I'd rather chill and see what we're gonna do for a few years. Yeah.
But like, would you raise the kid in this apartment, or would you be like, I gotta move?
I don't know. I'd have to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Does she get mad climbing up and down this ladder?
I don't think so.
We gotta meet her. When are we gonna get? When are me and Sal gonna get to meet her?
Yeah, you guys. Well, Sal has 1 day a month, so I don't know how that'll work.
I want Jazz to meet her. I need
Jazz
her to
will-
be. If we're gonna let you have a girl, she needs to be vetted by like a queen Puerto Rican.
I like that. She needs to co-sign the Puerto Rican.
She needs to co-sign the Puerto
Yeah,
Rican.
yeah.
Like let Jazz like sniff her out. Let
Okay.
Jazz see what's up.
Maybe we'll make it a hidden camera thing.
Now, is she like Jasmine? Does she take her panties off and use them as hair ties?
Well, she's definitely gonna copy Jasmine.
Does she have a tattoo on her tit?
No, but there's definitely some tattoos hanging around.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Any Boricua or Puerto Rican flag tattoos?
No, more like hipstery tattoos than.
I like it, dude.
Yeah,
I like your with Latinas are the best.
They are.
I like having Latinas. I like having Latina children. I like the Latina cult. Dude, when we went to that place for whose birthday was it? Jerry's birthday
yeah.
to Sofrito up in
That was amazing,
that food was banging, dude.
was amazing.
I want to go back and eat food there.
hell
I
yeah.
want to have your next birthday there.
Okay. Yeah,
If
let's do
I
that.
said, dude, we're doing your party at Sofrito, you would do it. That's in
easy.
February. It's coming
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it Sofrito.
Let's do it.
It's booked.
I love it.
I
Hell
love
yeah,
it.
man. I'm down.
You're all invited. This is Hey Babe
great.
OnlyFans.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe.